Culinary proudly presents.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Diz Unlimited podcast. We do a little Disney news and discussion here for those of you that may be new. Hopefully some newbies, hopefully some returnees. I yanked the tea bag right out of my tea right before we got started, so I am just sitting in a puddle of green tea over here. But joining me for the podcast today, we have special guest Brandon.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Hi. We got Dreams on. I keep messing up your thing. We got Diz theme park correspondent Chloe Ferreira.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Brandon, did you want me to say your last name?
No.
Schwambawa.
Oh my god, it's so long.
It means pig farmer.
It does.
Oh.
Yeah, I know that from X-Men First Class.
It's when I learned it.
Because they
as
say
well.
it repeatedly in that
Wow.
movie. And
Seriously.
I was like, I said it once, and he was like, "How do you know that?" And I was like, "Magneto says it." This
Right
one
now,
scene.
your mug is perfect for your little tea accident.
It's all right.
Fine.
I am fine. Yeah. Well, before we get started on this adventure today, I'd like to remind everybody that this and everything that we do here is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts in helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip. You help support the channel and all of the content that we produce here, YouTube videos, podcasts, all that fun stuff. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com for a free, no obligation quote today. It is also brought to you by our Patreon supporters. If you did not get the notification, we did do a Patreon pre-show instead of the post-show today because Brandon was kind enough to join us, but he does have to be getting on going.
Gotta get to the airport.
After this. So I wanted to have him on the show, so we did a pre-show. I'll try to be a little bit better about giving you guys a little bit more advanced notifications on that. But if you're interested in joining Patreon, patreon.com/DizUnlimited, you get exclusive content from different members of the Diz team, like our Patreon pre-show that's open for everybody in the $5 and up tier. I do see the message of I did see the thing about the dogs that escaped being stolen. There were like 7 dogs, okay, that were like kidnapped or something or escaped something. They got out of this car that had taken them miles and miles away, and a corgi led them home. And they all made it home. And
it's Homeward Bound in real life.
I know.
Right?
Led by a tiny little corgi.
Wow.
I saw it. It's great. Yeah. I know. I know. I'm not as good as Jean-Luc Picard. It's a green tea. It's not an Earl Grey. I apologize. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm not
how's
great.
How was the weekend? Oh, no. Well, we were talking about, we saw a really good movie.
Yes.
It's not a Disney movie, but Project Hail Mary is
Excellent.
Yeah. We were talking about how this could be like a kid today's E.T. or Jurassic Park level good. So definitely go see that.
Oh, it's so well made. It's so well made, and it's definitely a movie theater movie for sure. Just the visuals are wonderful. It's like, I'm telling you, I think this is going to be the first Best Picture movie that we've had this year, and then easily Best Actor for Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
He's incredible, like perfectly cast. It's really good. Just watch. I wouldn't even watch like a trailer.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Just go watch it.
Go see it.
And then over this weekend too, relating to Jurassic Park and E.T. and Jaws, we went to go see The Shark is Broken at the oh my goodness,
Enzian?
No, it's a Tampa play theater. I forgot what it's called.
Oh,
the Straz Center. But it's essentially, if you're not familiar, it's the 3 leads, and it's like kind of like a behind the scenes of how the actors work together.
Wait, didn't the guy who played the son make this movie? It's a play, right?
Yes.
It's the son.
He wrote it, and he also played.
He played that character. Who am I thinking of? What's his name?
Quint.
Yeah.
Robert.
You get shock in the water. You're in the water. Shocks in the water.
Yeah. Because he struggled with alcoholism, and he died when his son was very young. So this was like a really cathartic thing for him to do, and he played him in the early run of it too. But it's excellent. I learned a lot about the Jaws production, and it's great. So if it's traveling around near you, I don't think it's in Tampa anymore, but if it's coming to you, I would definitely.
I didn't even know it was traveling. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I think it was like off Broadway or something, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
And we thought it was assigned seats. So when we showed up, we walked in and they're like, it's open seating. And all that was left was the very back or the very front. And we're like, we're taking the front row. So we were in it. It was good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really neat. I love that. Brandon, how have you been since you were on the show last?
I've been great. You know, living here in Florida, everybody visits you and wants to visit. Ashley, who I went on the cruise with, remember, last show? She had a work event in Boca, and she took the Bright
Raton?
Line. Yes. And she ended up taking the Bright Line up to see me, which she said it was great.
I love the Bright Line, honestly.
I haven't done it yet, but she said
I'm thinking
she
about
had so
just
much work.
booking it as being like, I just want to go down and come back up. Just a 6-hour train ride.
Just
I'll go
because.
here to Miami and come back, whatever.
Just because.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we ended up going to her favorite restaurant is Vivo on City Walk. So we did that. She always gets the squid ink pasta, but I have to
What do you get?
rant for a minute.
Oh, uh-oh.
I know. First off, I really have always enjoyed Vivo. We've been many a times, but this time when we went, I was like, you know what? I just want a Caesar salad. A Caesar salad with chicken, right? Sounds delicious. Rhino, how much would you pay for a Caesar salad with chicken at Vivo?
I'm going to say it was probably like $18, right?
Okay, and take a guess.
I'd say max 20 at a
Okay.
place like that.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
Both are wrong.
Oh.
It was $28 for a Caesar salad.
Is it because you added, let me guess, you added chicken and that was like a plus $16.
$10 for a piece of chicken that looked like I cooked it at home on like a pressed George Foreman with like
God.
a bunch of pepper.
Yeah.
And
Was
I
it
usually
cut
like
for
it.
you?
No.
Wait, so it was
Oh.
$18 without the chicken?
Yes. And then I got the chicken. And usually I like their pasta. It's very good. They make it there. And then, okay, when you go to a Mexican restaurant, you expect chips and salsa, right? When I go to an Italian place, I expect bread and maybe oils, which they used to do all the time. They have discontinued this. They
Wait,
no
what?
longer give bread service.
What?
And I'm like,
Their bread was so good.
bread was so good. And so I was like, well, that's weird. And I asked her, I'm like, hey, may we have bread? And they're like, oh, we don't do bread service anymore. And I'm like, I was just here a couple months ago. Okay. I said, all right, well, can I order some bread? Like, do you have bread for like purchase? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, that's so weird that they took that away. And the server says to me, he says, yes, we found that, that we can offer a better quality bread if we charge for it.
No.
But
That's some higher up speak right
what?
there.
And I'm like, okay, so it is the exact same bread with a little bit of
Just wanna
garlic
be like,
butter on top and
you
cheese.
part owner or something? What do you lose from this? You're just the employee. Yeah. I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then there was like some dipping sauces with it, which was $11.
No, just give me the olive oil.
$11 for a
What?
dipping sauce with a bread.
3 dipping sauces and bread, $11.
Girl, go to
Hey, I know a place down the street, and when
Animal
you're
Kingdom
there, your
Lodge.
family.
or go to Animal Kingdom Lodge and get the bread service.
Yes, but her food was very good. So I mean, she was very happy. But I am just like, I don't know that. I mean, it's not a make it or. I just think that's way outpriced for me. So I had to rant on that.
Girl, it's romaine lettuce.
It was.
So we're talking $40 for bread and salad.
Listen, I go to Aldi and I get that bag lettuce that has the Caesar dressing in it already. It's $3.
The
I
chopped
get it.
Caesar.
I am
Yeah.
at a theme park, but it was just absurd. And
That's a
you
lot.
took away the bread service. Like, come
That's
on.
a big bummer
It is.
because that I feel like says, oh, I'm at a table service restaurant. I have bread service until the menu comes because theme park goers, we're hungry. We want a little snack to tie us over until the real entree comes.
Exactly.
So
And then
that's-
I
Also,
actually-
just like don't bring out the bread until they make the order. That way, you know they're gonna pay.
Yeah.
or say
if
it
you're
comes
worried
with
about
an
people just
entree.
coming in and
Yeah,
taking
say
it.
it comes with an entree, you know.
Trey says, see, that's why you always go to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, I wish, Trey, you ever tried to go to a Cheesecake Factory in Orlando, Florida? Let me tell you what that's like.
You're waiting
Awful.
a minute. Yeah.
Make a reservation.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay,
If you're
'cause-
part of their club, you can now make a reservation.
Okay,
which
I was
do.
like, that's like, because the one at Millennia right here down the street from us, you go over there, you're waiting 2 hours easy.
Absolutely. But so we did that. And then what did we do Sunday? Oh, Sunday, her husband and Kaz ended up flying down. So they all went to the parks and I met up with them at Animal Kingdom on Sunday. And I saw the Zootopia thing for the first time. So I got to see that. It was interesting.
The show?
Yeah.
No, it sucks, Brandon.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk like that on this show, but
Okay, so I kept, okay, remember in A Bug's Life how the the
Oh, yes.
spiders would come down.
Oh, yes.
I kept thinking that it would be the moment at the end and it would be disco balls coming down.
Oh, yeah. Like
in my
Gazelle would
mind.
come down or
yeah,
something.
I just
I
thought it would
know.
be really cool. And
There's no animatronic out of the
I-
ceiling or anything.
No.
Right? Yeah.
No.
I feel like the show was changed the last second for. They make a joke about how they didn't get the licensing for the song in the show,
I
which
laughed
like,
so hard at that.
but like also, how could they not
could
get
they not?
that? Gazelle's in all of the attraction posters, all of the artwork that they had for the show. So I feel like they really took a misstep when they
Yeah.
didn't take advantage of whatever could drop down out of the ceiling. If it could have been Gazelle, well, that doesn't really make sense either because we're live streaming for whatever reason. But yeah.
Also, how big
I
of
don't
a
know.
hit was both the
Try Everything
Try Everything,
and
and Zoo?
I know.
that you don't have that built in because you know the budget for the video of this was probably rolled into the budget of the movie. That's how they did Forky Asked the Question for Toy Story. Is it was like part of Toy Story 4's like budget to make that as well. Like that's
Yeah.
sort of what they do.
Yeah, well, the
I'm like,
animators also worked on this show.
Yeah.
So
How did they not own the rights to the
Girl,
song?
I don't even know. No, it's a whole thing. When well, think about it the next time you watch that. Oh, what's the show at Hollywood Studios where they're like projecting? It's
The movie
the movie
one?
stuff, and they get to the Tron part. It's not the Tron theme song. It's not
yeah,
Tron
It's
music.
not Daft Punk.
It's also not Tron music in the attraction either. It's like somebody else came in and made it sound as close to Tron as they could. So they were talking about this during the preview, and it's weird because this isn't like unique to Disney. So I'm not like and knocking Disney. I'm just saying us as a society, we did this to ourselves. But they don't. Just because it exists within the Disney catalog, of libraries, it still has to be licensed out to this sector. So we still pay. It's like the company is charging itself money to pay itself. Sony does that. I know the Sony Music Library is the same way and stuff, where it's like Ghostbusters couldn't just use any song. They have to, pay to use their own theme song, which is. It's also why a lot of movies don't really have soundtracks the same way anymore. Why the score is original score, or why the music is made specifically for the movie as opposed to licensing the songs anymore.
Yeah.
It happened in the 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s, I think is kind of when they put the end to
Yes.
it. Like Daredevil, I think was maybe the last one. Like around that time, Spider-Man somewhere
Well, there's
in there.
certain movies like around that era that I can't access the soundtracks like on Spotify or Apple Music. Like the Princess Diaries soundtrack, I have to find it on YouTube that people have pieced together because they don't have the music streaming as an album.
Yeah, there was another one that was like around that time that I literally just looked up, and it doesn't have like the signature song in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, they didn't even have Standout from Goofy Movie on that soundtrack until the last like year or two.
Wow.
Because that one and Eye to Eye were always blocked out on streaming, and I'd be
I
like,
remember that.
Remember?
Now they're much more
'Cause-
accessible.
because I was like, oh, do I do Apple Music or Spotify? And I'm like, well, neither of them have this song. You
Yeah.
know, like,
and then
I'm
when they
like,
finally came on, I just like repeated over and over and over.
it's weird that sort of stuff that we've like did that. It's also the thing where like I remember, YouTube, you used to be able to be like, oh, here's a video of me and my friends, or whatever, and I'll upload it and I'll put, I'll set it to this like One Republic song, whatever. And now it's like, no, you're going to be put in jail. And before it'd be like, oh, it's fine. You're promoting the song, whatever.
Yeah.
And then eventually it became like this thing where it was like, oh, okay, you can't monetize it, but you can still use the song. And now it's like, we're going to bust in your door and murder your firstborn child if you try to touch the music.
Even if you're not monetized, you can't use certain things now. Like you get copyright.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Nobody can.
Pinged. Yeah,
It kind of
it's
removes,
crazy.
it's like, oh, that's good. It removed all the fun out of the things we love to do. I love that. I love that we do that to ourselves.
Well, it
Hey,
was disappointing that I
Greed,
didn't.
baby.
It was disappointing that I didn't hear the song during that show. But
Yes.
I will
Oh,
say
sorry. Go back
Cass
to the
didn't really enjoy it either, and he's
Oh,
4.
really? Okay.
Once the thing started rolling in the seats, he jumped up onto Ashley's lap and was over the whole thing. He was like, yeah, I don't want
That's
this.
still scary.
Still scary for the kids. But then we did go meet
can't really
Judy
follow
and
it.
Nick. No, I couldn't follow it. I had no idea what was going on.
It's like so sporadic, and it doesn't really make sense. And Chloe's really ripped the hole on the idea where I'm like, it's happening in front of you, but it's not happening in front of you. Like
Yeah.
they are saying we're watching a screen, but then why can I feel snow on me?
Yeah. Why are there? I want more in theater effects, but why are there in theater effects in the first place? If it's a live stream that we're just watching video of, I also like I just saw Zootopia 2 for the first time, and I'm gonna be honest,
Such a
seeing the
cute
show
movie.
before the movie inhibited my desire to watch the movie. And then even watching the movie, the first half moves so fast, and I just want to spend time in those different biomes. And I wish that they just did that in the Tree of Life show. I wish you were just spending time in the Tundra Town, in the
Marsh,
Snake Kingdom, the marsh. Like, I want time in those worlds that they spent so much time and talent world building those. And we don't get that.
My hope is if we ever get, here's the thing, cancel Avatar and make Zootopia at Hollywood, at Disney's Disney California Adventure. I feel like I would love to see like kind of what I had originally wanted for Star Wars, which was, you know, I thought we were going to get maybe the original like the biomes, like we would get Tatooine, Hoth, and you know, woods, snow, and desert.
Yeah.
And I thought it would have been really cool to be able to move to that because again, that like brings back like sort of Peter Pan, Hook, the treehouse and hooks like that. But like for Zootopia, if they ever build a Zootopia here, I would love it to be multiple biomes because like, you know how in like Diagon Alley at Universal Studios Florida, when you go into Diagon Alley, you're technically inside of a building. Like it has a roof and it's air conditioned, so it gets cold. And it's like, the indoor outdoor. I love an indoor outdoor.
Yeah.
It's my jam. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, how did the meet and greet go?
Oh,
how long did you wait for that? You were there with spring break crowds.
I know. So that line extended to almost the Tree of Life. Thankfully, we got in line before that, and I took Kaz into. Ashley was a trooper, and her husband. They waited in line while I took them in to look at all the merchandise, which was very nice because I wanted the AC. But then we finally got to meet them. I think we maybe waited 30 minutes. Which for me, I'm like, I haven't met them, so I was happy that I got to. But Judy was so cute in that she was animated. She was like, I wanted to rush on over, like just how I thought she would be. And so she like rushed on over to meet Kaz and meet myself. And Nick was just all cool. Right?
Yeah.
And I was just
They're
like,
so fun to meet.
Oh my gosh. And I was just standing there like waiting for Kaz to go and then Ashley to go because her husband was like, I'm going to go ride Everest, and like went and rode Everest. But Nick was all like, doing the fishing line to get me to come in, like just cool moments like that. And I like that they had the little boombox in the back that looked like a fox, and they're playing the songs. Like, so I did get to hear the songs then. That made me happy. But yeah, it was actually good. Very interactive. Judy was pointing out Mickey Mouse on Kaz's shirt, and then was pointing to the mouse in the background, and so trying to get Kaz to be more talking about things. So it was cute.
That is cute.
It was a good day.
Yeah, we had a good time meeting them. I feel like I enjoyed their meet and greet. I like that. Somebody just said, cancel a multi-billion dollar franchise for a niche franchise, and I'm like, do you not know how much money Zootopia made? The first Zootopia movie made over $1 billion, and the second one made almost $2 billion. It's like 1.8.
What are we canceling? I'm lost.
I said I want to cancel Avatar at California Adventure for Zootopia instead. But also, we do have an Avatar, a Pandora here. We don't need a second one. Is my thing, and I think there's like too much. I don't think there's enough space, maybe. I don't know. But I'm not an engineer. I don't know. Or an Imagineer, excuse me. But so the one news story, the reason why we're just chatting about Disney stuff is we only really have like one news story this week. I mean, you're going to have to hear it to believe it because we now know the name of the newest Disney Wish class ship. And I bet Cher has a lot to say about that. That's why I put her in the thumbnail.
Oh, that's
if she's not the godmother, I swear to God.
So
also,
I hope so.
You know what's crazy is I found a picture of her where she was like backlit by a sun, and I was like, great, she's going to be on the horizon like she's an angel beckoning this
if
ship.
They didn't hire her to be Mother Gothel in the live action Tangled, she can absolutely be the godmother of the Disney belief.
I do like Catherine Hahn as a selection. However, Cher was right there.
Yeah.
Come on. Can you imagine
right
Cher?
there.
Mother knows best.
Minimal makeup needed.
Come on now.
Just, come on. As is.
Oh, you think you're going out of this? Snap out of it.
All right. I'm going to jump into the Disney Believe.
Tell us more about it.
Yes.
What we know. Very little, but still exciting.
First of all, I'm just going to recite the video that Disney released alongside with this name announcement. I'm sure you all have watched and listened to it. As I was listening to it, I was writing it down. I was like, this is incredible. All right. So it goes, it begins with a wish. That wish becomes something you simultaneously have to let go of and hold on to. It turns into hope and wonder, and at times can feel like a far-off dream, maybe even a fantasy. But when your wish comes true, it's magic taking you on an adventure you treasure forever. Then you realize the one thing you wished for, or the thing you wished for, was your destiny all along. And all you ever had to do was believe. They don't say believe. They just show the big ship announcement, the name across the screen. All right. So set to debut in late 2027, the Disney Believe will be the fourth ship in the Wish class lineup, following the Disney Wish, Disney Treasure, and Disney Destiny. Like its sister ships, Believe will immerse guests in stories from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars from the moment you step on board. Now, each Wish class is built around a distinct theme that influences everything from the decor.
Wait, they confirmed what you just said?
Yes.
Can you list them one more time for me?
Well, I'm going to go into that in a moment.
Oh, okay, good.
That was just generic Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars. They did say that.
Okay. Okay, I just had to, I want to roll it around in my head while you're doing it.
Each Wish class is built around a distinct theme. So the Wish centers around enchantment, the Disney Treasure leans into adventure, and the Disney Destiny explores heroes and villains. For the Disney Believe, the guiding idea is promise and possibilities, with a focus on dreamers and doers who follow their own path to a happily ever after, which could be pretty much any story, honestly. But the theme will come to life through a range of familiar stories and characters. So in Disney Cruise Line's video, alongside the announcement, they hinted at inspiration drawn from several different films. I'm going to list them out because historically, everything featured in the announcement video is featured on the ship somehow, whether it's stateroom art, a show, a dining room, a lounge, everything's included. So here we go. We got Star Wars, Fantasia, Monsters Incorporated, Encanto, Frozen, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Inside Out, Moana, The Little Mermaid, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Zootopia 2, Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Tangled. And more details about onboard experiences, dining, and itineraries for the Disney Believe are expected to be shared in the coming months. But that's about all we got.
Okay. So I think we should go through it, how you just said, everything that's in the video. Let's go one by one and say what we think, what we would want.
Oh, yes.
So what was the first one?
So they show Millennium Falcon flying through the sky of Star Wars. And they also confirm that Star Wars is going to be on the ship. So,
but Star Wars, so that could be anything because the Star Wars Kids Club is on multiple
Kids
ships,
Club.
right?
Oh, yeah.
But we do only have one ship with the Star Wars bar. And we have two ships with a Haunted Mansion bar. Do you think that they'll do a second Star Wars bar?
I really hope not. I want this to be a dining room.
Oh, dining room.
Either if it's like the Halcyon or if we get a rough and tumble cantina theme, I want a Star Wars themed dining room and make it a show
I would
element.
love that.
Like Star Wars weekends.
Literally, the Halcyon's show I thought was great. The food was really good and fun, and I think, let's say it's a 7-night sailing because we don't know any of that either. But so you do a double in there.
So
the story could continue.
I have another. Sorry, I have a hair on my mouth.
Stop.
I have another weird thing about this. Something that I noticed on the Disney Adventure. You know how like they have the kids clubs that are the Imagineering labs, and they have props from past or present Disney projects. And one of the things on the Disney Adventures Imagineering Lab on display is the guitar that Sandro plays on the Halcyon. And I thought that was very interesting. And supposedly it's the actual prop that was used on the Halcyon or one of them. So now I'm thinking like, could that come back in a Star Wars show or dinner show on a future cruise ship?
Could we get Gaia performing?
Right.
And then they kind of do I mean, really, it's already done. The story, the dinner show aspect, it's 2 nights on the Halcyon.
Yeah. And they just incorporate
Just
a few
bring
more
it
like
in.
characters that people are familiar with too. I don't know. Either way, I want more than just a bar though. And stateroom art.
I think if they did a dinner in that, I would want to see what I've seen in some Japanese restaurants that I've been to where like they have a droid come and serve you, or a droid comes and takes your order.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be cool.
So
Or even
cool.
R2D2 rolling
Right,
around.
like what if when you ordered a special something, like that's how you got that to come to your table? Like they have
man, like a special drink or
you have to
dessert.
buy the mug and it, whatever.
Yeah, just like make it more immersive in that sense. Like make it really feel like you're there.
Okay, so at first I was like, no, I don't think this will happen. But we do have Worlds of Marvel and multiple things, so they immediately went to Marvel. Unless they're saying there's going to be
it's going to be Worlds of Marvel.
You think it's going to be a third Worlds of Marvel?
4th. Every single Wish class ship has a Worlds of Marvel.
Oh.
And 1923. I think 1923 and Worlds of Marvel are just mainstays on the Wish class, and the dinner show is like the toss-up.
Interesting. Yeah, that would be, because I was going to say, well, this could take the place of something like Worlds of Marvel, but yeah.
I mean, that would be nice too.
Oh
I'll
my
take
God!
that.
Wait a minute, though. Too. Speaking of that, did you see the announcement where they were like, Marvel Days at Sea will be happening in 2027? The announcement had an S on the day,
Really?
so that they think that the sailings in 2027 are going to be more days. I just saw it. I forget where it said, where it was confirmed that it's going to be on another ship. In addition to what was the one you sailed
Magic.
on? In addition to the Magic, but it said days.
Wasn't it
Marvel
confirmed
Days at
on
Sea.
a 7-day sailing instead? So maybe that's why they're going to
They're
do.
introducing 7-night again.
So
yeah,
that's
they used to
probably
have
why they're
7
going to do
nights back in the day,
2 days at sea.
And also, sorry
I'll
for the
take it.
people that aren't big Disney Cruise Line people, because I'm sure there'll be a show about this too. But we got opinions over here too.
Well, also,
but we're going to talk about more than this too. So.
I feel like more than ever with the Wish class, especially, there's a lot of theme park crossover now. You know, we have the Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise, Pirates of the Caribbean, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, all represented on.
Well, hit me with
cruise ships.
hit me with the next.
Next one.
What do you
So
got?
Fantasia, it showed Sorcerer Mickey on his little mountaintop controlling the waters. I think this could just be stateroom art, maybe some general theme, because
maybe
it's
maybe
Mickey.
it's the art in 1923.
Yeah,
know,
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe it's the splash pad for the kids.
I was thinking that too, because I was thinking that it could be the statue of him, and it would like squirt out the water.
Yeah.
And it would be like the hippo and the ostriches and stuff.
You know, it's too bad they couldn't make it a wave runner, and that's that's the wave,
Yeah,
and you have
right.
like Sorcerer Mickey at the
Oh,
top.
maybe it's like a new Fantasia themed Aquamouse thing. Maybe. Who knows? Monsters Incorporated. I'm Monsters Incorporated. What do you think? That could be a cool kids club.
club.
What's the Incredibles thing? They'll probably still do that for
Hero
the kids
Zone?
club thing.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah, the Hero Zone will probably still
It's
be,
pretty
because it
generic
still
in
fits
there,
in that.
too.
But I think a kids area would be cool. I mean, literally the movie is themed around a little kid.
Yeah.
So like it kind of makes sense. But
Right.
I could also see it being just like the room
Room art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cute though.
Maybe it's the
I
ice
love
cream.
The style.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice
But he's getting a whole big ice cream, the dessert shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because if it's Zootopia again, I'll be mad. Do something more
Oh no,
with Zootopia.
it's been different across the Wish ships. It's
so
been
I think it could be Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
It's been
Zootopia, Wreck-It Off's on the
Yeah,
earlier
Wreck-It.
ships.
and then what's
Oh my goodness.
It was Jack-Jack's. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was like the
Incredibles,
Edna's,
Edna
Mode.
But what's the other one on the
Edna Mode,
the
Zootopia.
emotions. Why can't I think of the emotions?
A pic-
Inside Out.
Inside Out,
You're
yeah.
right. Yes. Encanto. So
I think this will be the dinner show.
it could also be a stage show. I think
it could be a stage
an
show.
easy dinner show, but I'm really gunning for Star Wars here. Yeah, I feel like Encanto could be a good stage show, and I thought that they said it was in the works.
I
Right?
could see something like that with the projections being in the house and
Right.
like the way they've been doing stuff. I could really see them doing a stage show. I think.
Yeah. Frozen. I don't know.
I hope it's
Could
not
this
the
be
restaurant.
another ship that has the secondary Frozen show? Not secondary, but like the secondary show is Frozen. Stateroom art. We already have that though with the Wish. I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of Frozen
Maybe
on the
they'll
ships
do
right
an
now.
ice
So
bar.
what's that?
An ice bar.
Oh, that could be cool.
Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm so glad to finally see our OG princess get some.
I think she's gonna
representation
be the
besides
statue.
Adventure. That's the adventure statue, though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, she's at the Wishing Well.
Oh, then.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we get like a poison apple kind of Wicked Witch
What-
instead of Doctor Strange bar. Like
Oh, I was
the
just gonna
Sentinel
say
bar.
instead of Cruella. What if it's that?
Oh, okay.
But-
So this is my theory. Actually, I'm so sorry.
It's usually
Fantasia,
like musical. Yeah, Fantasia could be the bar.
because it's piano. Because
Yeah.
all of those bars are a piano bar and they have a theme to them, like Aristocats, Cruella,
Yeah.
Nightingales, the Cinderella piano. Yeah.
Snow White. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping for something cool with that though, because I love Snow White and the little critters and the characters and the villain and Inside Out is also mentioned. Could be stateroom art.
Yeah,
I don't
know. You know, also, what's the food? Does the food theme change on any of them on the top
No,
deck? No, it's
no.
always like Donald's Cantina and stuff, right?
Yeah, and Marceline Market is all the same theming too, which I mean they could change it up for this one, who knows, but it's pretty subtle. Moana as mentioned. So could this be another ship that has the Moana show? I don't know. That's pretty big on being the Treasures exclusive show.
I know that's the thing. I can't imagine they'll double the show, but
Yeah.
I mean, Moana is very popular, so I don't know. These could also just be characters you meet, right?
Yeah.
Or no? I could
Yeah,
see
but-
more. I could see it being stateroom art though, for sure.
Yeah. Usually these are like spaces or something is seen to it, even if it's
Oh, what
small.
about those those little bars too? We also do still have those 2 little bars, the little coffee
Yes,
bars.
you're absolutely right.
So I was like those because that one of those was Hercules themed, and one of them
I
was
bet one of those is
Brave,
gonna be Fantasia.
and then Mulan on the other one. I can't remember the other.
We got Mulan. Okay, The Wish has Pinocchio and you know what? Never mind. I don't remember half of them.
You know what I'm talking about, Brandon? You know what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
On deck like 5 and
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
So it's Meg and Merida on the Destiny. I know that, but Moana already has one. There's Hey Hey on the Treasure. So, but I mean, Fantasia also. I don't know. Fantasia works for a lot. The Little Mermaid. I think that could be a lobby bar
I could see
because
that.
we already have a show. I
Yeah,
don't really see it playing out for a dinner show.
No, I don't think so.
This is one I'm ready to book now. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Cannot believe it. Like,
This is what
that
I hope
nuts.
is the Haunted Mansion parlor.
I hope it's permanent too. I hope it's not just being like, oh, we're gonna have Jack for Halloween.
Guys, imagine the tiki mugs that come out of this place.
Well, imagine if it's like Christmas Land when you go in there,
Oh,
or Halloween Town.
I
Well,
have
that's the
chills
only part
thinking
where I'm
about
like,
it. I'm so excited.
would it be Halloween Town or would it be Christmas? You know, or
It would
is
be
there an
Halloween
overlay?
Town.
You know,
I mean, or
Maybe they
don't
switch
know.
it, and then right
Yeah,
at
right?
November and December, that's the exclusive. Like you, Jack,
okay,
and they switch.
bear
all
with
back
me. What if it's the show?
oh, that would be cool too.
I mean, we saw what they did with Hercules and the costumes and like, you know, and Moana
man,
and the
the
puppetry. And I'm kind of like,
And the tall Jack Skellington pup
I-
they have here.
I think
Oh,
it would
yeah,
be
for the
really
fireworks.
cool. But then I'm also like, I don't know because they treat it so seasonally here that I'm like, I don't know. You know, like it's got to be something more than just a space. Like it's got to be a bar or a show or something, right? I don't think it'll just be like stateroom, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think it'll be stateroom.
I don't
don't
get
think so.
stateroom vibes from that. I cannot imagine them doing
No.
stateroom.
I feel like this is one of those franchises that they have that is so millennial targeted, and that's a large part of their generational demographic right now. Is they're bringing their families or you
Yeah.
know the typical Disney adults right now. And Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm so surprised they don't have anything bigger at their parks
Yeah.
right now at that. So this is like a long time coming. So I hope at the very least it's a bar. Something bigger would be cool too.
Can you imagine a dinner show?
Oh man, I've got chills.
I
Stop
get, like,
it.
yeah. Can you imagine? I don't know.
So the next one, I've seen multiple sites reporting Zootopia, but the specific clip in the video shows them dressed up for the gala in Zootopia 2, Nick and Judy.
Yeah.
because she has like her little bun with her ears tucked in. That I don't know what that could be. Zootopia 2?
It could just be meet and greet too. It could just be.
Yeah.
I don't know because you know what's crazy too is remember they already told us the Muppets were going to be at sea somewhere, and there's no illusion of them here. There's no illusion of them on the other ship. So I'm
You're
like,
so right.
they have to be on this ship, right? Unless they're adding
so.
to the other
there's
ships.
more ships coming, so who
I don't
knows?
know. But that's
Yeah.
also where I'm like, I'm surprised they're not incorporated in here. But Zootopia, assuming the ice cream would be different. I'm convinced the ice cream is going to be Monsters Inc.
Yeah,
At this point, I'm
convinced
like,
too. That's really cute.
How could they not? You know,
Especially
it's
all,
right
like
there.
the monsters inspired desserts that they
Yeah.
could do with that,
And
like,
all the
they're
bright
really
colors
cute.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
The next two I think is just easy to chalk up to Worlds of Marvel and like the kids clubs. We have Iron Man and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, well, and the Guardians of the Galaxy could just be the Worlds of Marvel
Yeah.
reference again. The fact that it's specifically Iron Man, though, is interesting because remember I was like, don't get me wrong, you know I love Black Panther and I love the statue on the Destiny, but I was surprised that the first thing they chose was Black Panther and not Iron Man since in the Infinity War, you know, saga, Iron Man is the one who, you know, sacrifices himself. But, you know, obviously Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. You know, incredible film, incredible actor, incredible, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm also like, and also I love what they do with the music in that ship with the Kiss Goodnight with the thing. You'll see it
Yes,
in
yeah.
the thing. But I was like, there's a part of me where I'm like, well, I kind of want Iron Man to be the statue of the ship. But I don't. I think
I
if
don't know
he
if they
would
do
have been,
another
I think
Marvel,
it
though,
would
you
have been
think?
Adventure.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do a second Marvel one, no. Especially when there hasn't been a Pixar one yet, right? There hasn't been a Pixar statue. It's been just classic Disney, and then really
You're right,
Black
yeah.
Panther was kind of the big surprise.
I'm looking at this list and I'm like, what could be
Jack Skellington.
The statue. I know, right?
Imagine,
Jack and
no.
Sally.
Well, if they're trying to cut costs, Jack Skellington would be a good one because there's not a lot of
less.
metal.
Yeah.
He turns to the side and he disappears.
He's gone.
The last one listed is Tangled. And that,
She could be the statue.
yeah.
Because
she
I
could be.
could
But she's a
kind
turned
of
statue
see.
But
already.
she's on the back of a ship.
On the Wish, yeah.
So I don't think they'll have somebody that's on the back of a ship already be the statue.
They've done that, though.
Who with who?
Mickey
Goofy,
Mouse.
Mickey.
No, Goofy's not a statue.
Yeah, Oh, you're
No,
right.
he's not.
He's not a statue in an atrium.
Yeah.
He should be.
He should be. Get some respect
Yeah,
on that
Mickey
name.
and Minnie, really. And
Yeah.
Donald's. Because
Donald,
Donald's
yeah.
on the back with the nephews and he's on the Wonder.
Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Ariel, right?
Ariel's not on the back of a ship.
No, but Ariel's a statue, right?
She
She's
should
a statue,
be on the
right?
back of a ship, though. Oh my goodness, that'd be so cute.
They should switch it up, and she should be on the front of the ship, like her
Oh
mother.
yeah, like
Listen.
yeah, her bosom.
Yeah. Bosoms out.
A lot of good ideas. I'm very excited for this ship, though. Again,
If
there's no.
they do not make Cher the godmother, they've really missed out. And people will be like, oh, what has Cher done with Disney? All the Miramax films and whatever else Disney was associated with.
Don't they
Isn't
technically own it
Splash
now?
is a Disney movie.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and she's not in Splash. That's Daryl Hannah. Good Lord,
Yeah.
drown me
There-
in a river.
In the chat, they just said Moana as the statue because she believes. Like it's one of those things. I'm like,
That's a
Oh,
good one.
I could see it
Would
too, with
not
like
have
the
thought
Heart
of
at
that.
Defeat. I could definitely see the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
atrium being themed to that. I'd be
That would
way
be
more
cool.
into that
that'd
than,
be
than
gorgeous.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
And that would make sense too with like how Disney with the Wish class, especially everything's so interwoven. Like you have the Frozen dinner show, but then you have the what am I going to? The Frozen show is not on that ship.
Yeah.
And then you have like Moana, the Moana show on the Treasure, and then but her atrium is on.
Yeah.
And then the Aladdin Grand Hall theme is
Is
on the Treasure,
yeah.
but the show is on the the Wish. I can't remember.
Is Aladdin on the
they're-
Wish?
Yeah, they're not on the Treasure, which would make sense, but
Yeah.
they like to mix and match a lot.
I could definitely see the statue being Moana now that they brought that
Yeah,
up. I
with
mean,
the
it
little
makes
Pua and
way more
Hey
sense.
Hey.
Her entire thing is about water.
Yeah.
Imagine
And if
what that
Ariel is
chandelier
already
would
a
be like.
statue.
The carpets. I'm already thinking of the carpets.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because I'm just
goodness.
thinking you
I'm
could
so
do a lot
excited.
with like the greens, but then the fiery red of like Tafiti and like I don't know, it'd be really cool.
oh, and then
What if what if Nightmare Before Christmas is just like Sally's? It's one of the coffee bars.
no.
I need a bar at the very least, like a full-on lounge, immersive. Because we were talking about how like, is it going to be Halloween or Christmas Town? They could do like the Haunted Mansion parlor show kind of thing where it changes over with
Yeah, and they do
projection,
that
the artwork and stuff.
and all the stuff's kind of moving on the wall
And I'm
with
still
the
just,
projections.
Yeah, and I'm still just thinking of the merchandise that comes out of that, the tiki mugs and
It's gonna be the Haunted Mansion bar. Hello, because they
Haunted
make the
Mansion
ride
Holiday.
at Disneyland. I'm not even thinking.
The
So it's
overlay,
already they're
yes.
gonna be an overlay of the Haunted Mansion bar. So literally, they
Haunted
already
Mansion
have the
Holiday.
schematic. They just have to do the thing, the same thing, because they already have the narration.
Yep.
They already have the
Mm-hmm.
guy's narration and everything down. I feel like that's making me feel even more leaning
Yeah.
toward that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd book the cruise right
it's coming
now
next
if they said that.
year too.
It's like the end of next year, probably,
Yeah,
right?
so we're getting like itinerary info soon. So I cannot wait to hear
Well,
more.
I hope they have a gingerbread drink.
Yes.
Why? Because
oh,
when they do the
absolutely.
overlay, there's that gingerbread scene.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, give me
Pumping the
drink.
gingerbread smell.
Yeah.
No, when I heard about the ship having Star Wars, Snow White, and Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm like, when can I book? Like,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And I like the Wish class ships. Like
Yeah,
I
do
know
now.
that when the Wish first set sail, there was a lot. I being on that ship and being somebody who's not really experienced in Disney Cruise Line, I know there was a lot of naysayers when I was there, and I was like, I like it. I don't know. I mean, I know I've listened to people's qualms with it, and they do make sense from like family perspectives, these other things.
The
But for
adult
me,
pool. Ugh.
I like that stuff is spread out throughout the ship, so I don't feel like everybody's in one section. And so I guess I kind of like the layout. The adult pool, yes, I do agree with that stuff. I don't like that there isn't like a nightclub area.
I do
somewhere to
wish
dance. I
The
wish I could
luxury
dance.
shopping was minimized. I don't like how that takes up a whole side of
Yeah.
what could be more lounges.
I agree.
I do.
But-
Isn't it Senses Spa? Isn't that what they do? It's Senses.
The Rainforest Room
Yeah.
and Sense Spa, yeah.
I wish it was named like Aurora's Oasis,
I
and they just
know.
put
Well,
you to
it's
sleep.
it's not owned by Disney,
Like
so
not
I
like
think
death,
it's like
but
a...
they like drink and just
Yeah.
like you just feel so relaxed.
Have you been to Hook's Barbary, though? On each of the Wish class
No.
ships?
Wait, Brandon, you got to go in there.
Yeah.
You can do a build your own old fashioned in there. It's the best drink you'll get on the ship. So
and you
good.
can get a shave or a haircut, 2 bits.
Wait, 2 bits?
No, it's just a joke. Shaving a haircut 2 bits.
Oh, I was like, what's 2 bits?
Sorry, it
like
was
2
poor
Bitcoins?
delivery.
What is
And
this?
they won't shave you with a
2 bits.
with a straight razor because you're at sea. So don't worry about being like, whoa.
Like Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they opened up the adult like salons. They have Hook's Barbery and then Rapunzel's salon.
I forget. Yeah, it's like,
But it's a hair and nail salon for adults.
Oh,
So like we
cool.
get our own little fairy tale areas.
oh, wait a minute. So it's is it Rapunzel on every ship too? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's the same way that it's always
Yeah.
Hook's Barbery. Okay.
Yeah, but they didn't show Peter Pan in this preview, so I'm like,
Jack's Barbery.
I'm assuming it's still the same, but they chose to focus on these for a specific reason. So
This is just making me
We'll
super
see.
excited. So I should probably contact Hannah with Dreams Unlimited
yes,
Travel.
exactly.
Yes, you can. Also, Teresa can book cruises too. Just to
Oh, there we
throw
go.
that out there.
I'm
'cause she has
I'm
yeah.
sitting in Hannah's seat.
Yeah.
That is why I said it.
That's true. Yeah. Well, that was really our big news story, but there was another little news story. I don't think I saw it on our site, or I was looking really quick and I might have missed it. But did you see that, Andrew? I closed my document and now I can't see my mouse pad. What is happening on my computer right now? Hold on one second. The guy who was the main like chef at Disneyland left. Andrew Sutton. I was going to call him Andrew Stanton, and I was like, that's Toy Story or Pixar. Andrew Sutton, the culinary director of signature dining at Disneyland Resort, has left Disney after more than 2 decades. He oversaw Napa Rose, Club 33, Carthay Circle, and 21 Royale. I know he was a popular person. So interesting. I wonder what he'll be up to, or if he retired, or what the deal is. I don't know. It's a weird thing to me when you're like, oh, this chef curated these menus, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why do people are that big of fans sometimes? It's the part of the fandom where I'm like, I don't know that I get that deep into it. You know, like I don't feel
like,
that possessive
to
over
put
it, I
to
guess.
put it on our level, like imagine if we got really attached, or we are really attached to our bartenders at Yak and Yeti and the things that they're creating. Imagine if a new lead came in and changed that
I
up.
think someone is just left or something.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I think Hannah went back and he was like, he's not going to work on catering that menu anymore or something. And I was like,
Oh
great,
no!
right
See,
when we
that-
found out
see,
about it.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Wow.
Brandon, was there another thing you wanted to text me that you had wanted to talk about?
There's the runs are coming up, the Disney runs, and so I'm doing my first Disney run in April, and I think it's the springtime one. I think that's what it's called. Basically, I'm doing it because my friend Terry does them. She's done so many. This woman is insane to me in that she is 60 years old and has more medals than I think you should be allowed, but she does so good. But I was like, okay, I'll do this as my like one and done. And so I'm like, oh, I want that medal, and it's Aladdin and Genie. So I'm like, that's the one I want to do. Not realizing that to get that medal, you have to do
them
all
all.
3 races. I didn't know that was like this challenge thing. And I
You
was
get
like,
the Nick and Judy one though too, right?
I do.
Yeah. See, I didn't. They revealed it after, and I was like, I want to do it. Just get that one.
Well, I decided today to start training for this today. So before this, I put on my running shoes and I went out. I'm not ready. I made it 20 minutes. I made it 20 minutes in 2 miles. That's like, I guess that's good, but at the same
It
time,
is
long
good.
do you have?
That's
How
a
many-
10-minute mile, Brandon. That's incredible.
yeah. But the problem with this is I'm going to want to see characters, and I didn't know about this balloon thing where there's the balloon.
Yeah, well,
people.
they scare the life out of you because the second you see them, you're like, get away from me.
Oh, that sweep you up.
But
So,
yeah. They hold the pace. So like, if you are behind them for a certain amount of time, they'll sweep you out of the race. So you can end up behind them, but you like,
do they give you a balloon?
no, they have balloons so you can see them
Participation.
coming.
So I guess they'll be
But,
like,
but there's parts of a road where you'll go down a road and then come back up. So if you're toward the you will see them. Like when I
Aw,
did
I
my
thought
full
you'd get, like, a
marathon, I
little-
saw them and I got scared and I just kept running.
I thought you get like a little participation prize. Like, sorry, you're being swept up, but you can take
they
this Mickey
do.
balloon.
So I
Oh,
heard
okay.
they give you a Mickey bar. I heard you don't get your medal and you get a Mickey bar. This is what I heard. I
Sorry,
don't
you
know
didn't
if
run
it's
fast
true.
enough. Here's some ice cream.
I was like, I would appreciate that, but I
Right.
still have my medal. So I just started running for this, and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do this every day because it starts on I think April 19th. So it's a 5K, and then it's a 10K, and then it's a 10 mile. So at least it's not like the half marathon or the full marathon, because I would never make that. But I think I can do it. There's little apps and such that like track your time. I'm not a runner. Thankfully, I'm tall. I'm 6 foot, so I have longer legs. I think I can walk most of this and still be able to see the characters, because I really just want to do it for the characters in the medal.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's any tips out there besides you're starting too late. I will happily read them in the comments.
I mean, my tip for you would be just like, you really do have to pace yourself. You're 10 miles. You're not going to do 10 minutes for 10 miles unless you are an actual like trained runner, I don't think. But I mean, my goal was always like an 11.5-minute mile. And I feel like I did like 12 minutes or whatever. And that's still a really good, that's a pretty solid pace. Like, don't kill yourself on the first couple of races. You got to, because that's really the thing is like, don't overdo it on the 5K, the 3-miler, when you know that tomorrow you have to do 6 miles, but it's that 10 mile is the hard one, is the one. I think doing them in the progressive order, I haven't really done those. But I think doing them that way almost makes it easier to mentally, accept the distance of how far you're running in that day, because a big part about long racing isn't just the actual stamina that your body has to continue. And remember, you don't have to run the whole time. You can do the 2-1 thing, 2 minutes running, 1 minute going, but like mentally. So like when I ran the marathon, you're realistically running a marathon for like 6 hours.
Oh
That's what else are you doing for 6 hours? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Without a break. So it's not, it's not like you can take a break or anything like that. I'm sure, people run it in less. I mean, I think I finished in like 5.5 hours, but like, because I don't think I've ever run a half marathon under, I think the shortest I ever did it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes, which is also a long time to just be running. So like it does stuff to you mentally almost, where so like part of that is really getting your brain. I think that's the cool thing about Disney races, is having like the characters and the things that you can do along the way that really helps with that. But when you're doing it on just like a course, that's a big part of it, is you're training yourself mentally to be like, I'm doing this activity for this amount of time. Like, what helps you.
That makes
some people
sense.
some people will do out their running mix to like when they need what, so this part's very like cool, even tempered music, and then they know like 5 miles in they're going to need the more extreme stuff, so it builds into like the heavier rock or faster paced stuff and things like that. I've never gotten that way, except for I know that if I put on the Power Rangers movie theme song, I won't stop running, so I always finish running a race to that. That's my like one tip. So if you need that, put the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 1995 movie orchestra version, which I don't think is streaming on anything. That version of the song isn't.
Yeah.
It's just the TV show theme song version of the theme song.
Full
And they
circle.
don't have the TV show, the actual original TV show. They only have the 20-year redo of the soundtrack, which doesn't have all the songs of it streaming, but whatever. Anyway.
Well, I never thought about music setup. That's a really good idea. So thank you for that tip.
Some people
I'm not
say
doing it for time.
Do you run with headphones in or no?
No, I don't like them in my ears, but I have sunglasses that'll play outside of it.
Well,
But
with
it's gonna
music,
be dark.
I meant.
It's gonna be dark.
People were like, "Oh, you shouldn't be running with music," and I was like, "Okay, well, you're an insane person."
Oh, then I guess I'm insane.
Because sometimes
I
they'll
talked this morning
recommend I feel like the people that set up the race will be like, it's technically not safe because you're surrounded by this in an environment, whatever. But I'm like, anybody that's not running with music, I don't know how you do it. Good for you.
Well, for me right now, I am excited. I saw the course. So
Are you running through all 4 parks?
No. It is through Epcot for the first, and then the 6 mile, I think it's Epcot and then Boardwalk area and then back. And then the 10, that's the only one I'm like, oh, how do people do this? Because it looks like you're running the highway for the finish.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the part I would need to see a park, because I'm going to be so tired. I don't want to stare at, pavement and trees. But
yeah, it's tough. There's when I did it, they were like redoing one of the roadways or something like that. But like you started Epcot. We went from Epcot, we ran to the Magic Kingdom and through Magic Kingdom. And then from Magic Kingdom, we ran to Animal Kingdom, and we were in Animal Kingdom. And then you're out front of Animal Kingdom, but then the big chunk, and also at like 18 miles, you're like Wide World of Sports area. And you're like, God. And then so the last part of the race, it was Hollywood Studios and then through back into Epcot through the boardwalk.
didn't your last race get with weather, didn't they do something? It got shortened.
There was a thunderstorm. Yeah. So the night before they knew weather was coming, so they cut it from a half marathon to 7 miles. And then while I was on the course, I'd already passed it. They cut out a mile. So I was like, literally, I was coming around the loop of the mile and people were cutting across. And I was like, what in the world? And they were like, they cut another mile because of thunder. So the last 20 minutes of my race, it was just downpouring and it started like thunder. And I was just like, so I was like literally soaked through my shoes, my underwear, everything. So I went through. It really sucks. It was very cinematic to finish a race like that. But at the same time, it really sucks because you get to the end and you're just like, they're like trying to not hand you the medal because they don't want to get wet. And I want to, and like normally you'd be like, I'm going to go get a beer or get my little box of like food and whatever. And instead it was just like, get off the course, get in your cars. And I was just like, fine. Like,
I will say that's a fear of mine. I don't want to have soaking wet shoes. Nothing's worse than that. I mean,
put
it's
them
gonna
in
be that way
your
from
car,
sweat, but-
put the extra pair of shoes and extra socks in your car.
Ooh, good idea.
That I had a complete change of clothes head to toe. Except for the shoes. So the shoes is a big one. Like have your change of shoes with your change of socks in the car. Yeah. It's amazing how your mood will change. But then I was like covered in salt because I sweat a lot of salt out.
Oh my.
Yeah. A little rough. My dogs love it. So they love to give me the kisses.
They lick you post race.
Yeah. Artie always like goes right for my forehead. You think,
Aw.
tender kisses. And I'm like, oh, he just wants the salt. It's cool though. It's a cool race. If it didn't start at like, you have to be there at like 2 a.m.
I did book hotel nights for us all for because I'm a Disney Vacation Club member. So I was like, Terry, let's just stay there. I don't want to get up early, so it's going to be easier for us. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Which I know she's grateful for. But yeah, I heard how early that is. Yay. I can do it.
Make sure you are putting the Astroglide? No. Good Lord. That's lube. Body Glide on your great. Fantastic. On your nips and in your thighs.
Oh.
So I'm telling you, you can buy it you can get it at
This
CVS.
is how much
You can get it
I'm
wherever.
not a runner. Like,
I'm just telling you, whether you've used it or not, just even if Brenda just used your deodorant stick or something, but just rub it up and down the inside of your thighs. It'll make all the difference, and you'll smell better.
Oh, there we go.
But
There we
yeah,
go.
that's
well,
one of
I'm
my
excited to
big
see
tips.
the outfits too. Like, I think that.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone always dresses so like out there and a lot of tutus and fun outfits.
I don't know how they do it in costumes. I'm always blown
because
away.
they're runners and I am not. They're used to it. They
I
train.
always want to go cheer people on, but it's so early in the day, and you like as an audience member, you have to get there kind of early too.
Yeah.
I'm like, one of these times I'll do what you did and do the hotel
Yeah,
because you could just take Disney transportation there.
absolutely. That's what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is this again? So we all know and people can look for you.
Oh gosh, it's April. What is it? 19th, 20th, 21st, something like that, or 17th.
Oh, I'm busy that week.
Oh yeah.
kidding, I'm
I'm
just
not
kidding.
here.
I don't
Sorry.
know. Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm not here. I'm
You're gonna
gone.
have to hook Rhino up though with the merchandise because I bet there's gonna be some Zootopia.
Oh, yeah, I wanna go.
Oh, they will be Zootopia,
Let me
I'm
come
sure.
to the
expo.
the expo with you.
Yeah.
I know that's going to be on Thursday. I'm going to head there right after work, and then I'm staying there Thursday, Friday.
Okay, I'll go with you. I'll go with you to that.
Let me know
okay.
what shoes they have Rhino.
Oh yeah, Brooke. They've been pairing with Brooks and
That's
coming
what I'm
out some
saying.
really
There's gonna be
good
some
shoes.
Zootopia, I think, some Brooks
Ooh.
shoes.
The only
There's
shoes
gotta
that I
be,
saw
right?
that I was not my taste would have been the Tangled ones. Everyone, it's fine for me. I just wouldn't wear them.
I want the
That's all.
Chippendale ones.
I saw the.
I saw the picture of
Chippendale.
them today. Yeah.
I saw
So
the
cute.
Stitch ones. I thought those were good. They've just been really like stepping up. Where I'm like, I
Yeah.
actually want these.
right?
Yeah.
They're cute.
They're like
comfy.
$200 too, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
a
mean-
good running shoe is probably like $150 to $200. It's hard. I did the
did
Fit to
buy
Run
one.
once, and I'm like, you bought Brooks?
I bought Brooks because Terry, I was listening to Terry. Whatever she says, I'm like, okay, because I'm not an expert in this. So I did buy them and got fitted.
Did you do it at Fit to Run where they
I
made you run
did.
in the circle?
I did not do that.
Oh.
They made you run in a circle?
Yeah, there's a thing you can go there and do, and they'll basically like scan your gait and how your foot is hitting the ground, and then they will recommend the shoes based off of that. But then I was like, apparently I was like kind of running on the side of my foot. So they gave me, not gave me, I bought it obviously, but it was like, it's like a titanium thing. It goes in the shoe, and it was like a special because I kind of have flat feet, is it was like an arch support that was like corrective to how my foot was landing, so that my foot would start landing more correctly, and it's better on the rest of your body, your knees and your hips and stuff like that. So they'll like be able to see stuff like that and be like, oh, you need this insert for your shoe or something.
Oh, I did not know that. I will say I never pictured myself as being one to pay to run, but you throw in Disney in the mix and I'm like all for it. So I figured, I'm at least going to do it once. I guess everyone says that they do it once and then they start doing them all.
Yeah. It's like a tattoo.
I know. Well, I don't have any tattoos.
Be careful.
I know. But I bought the shoes. I bought a glycerin flex or something. I don't know. They fit. I used them this morning and it was like clouds. I thought
That's
I
nice.
was like on clouds. So my feet didn't hurt at all this morning and my body was just like, But but yeah, that's a lot for the runs.
Yeah. The runs.
The runs.
He's got the runs.
Oh God, that is
Disney
that
runs.
insert fear right
Yeah.
there. Oh, could you imagine? Okay, no.
Well, we got a couple minutes. Anybody want to talk about anything else before we go? See, it was a kind of a quiet day today.
I'm going to
Disney.
Hollywood Studios tomorrow, specifically to pick up the Bean Bunny press penny, because Rock and Roller Coaster has a machine out front of 4 different Muppets in construction gear, which I can't remember a press penny machine that has construction limited edition series. But yeah, it has Sweetums, Sam Eagle, and Bean Bunny, and I forgot the other, maybe Animal.
Did
But
you put a
Bean Bunny-
press penny in my backpack the other day?
Did I put one in there?
Yeah, there was a press penny in my animal backpack I had at Animal Kingdom.
No.
It was
Of
like
what?
A dinosaur.
I gave one to you when we did Restaurantosaurus forever ago.
Oh,
Remember when
that's
I bought
what it's
the
from,
three
because
and I
it
gave
was
one
my
to you?
Animal Kingdom backpack, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was like must have been like stuck in the bottom, but
Yeah.
it's just funny that you bring that up. I literally found it last night.
I just like putting them in like random purses or wallets and like stumbling across them. I have a book from when I was younger of pressed pennies, but I don't know. I like putting them like in random wallets so I can stumble across them and just be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
I do that with Chinese foods, Chinese fortune cookies.
Oh,
I do it with the fortune
fortunes?
cookies. Yeah, like
I thought you were
leave
going
them
to
around.
stop with food. I do that with Chinese food. So
Yeah,
have a
just
little
leave
snack.
leave a dumpling here and there.
I leave a crab rangoon in my car now and then.
You know, like the hot sun beating down on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fun.
That's the one thing I know I want to do. But I mean, I like to go to the parks once a week, obviously, to just like stumble across things. But Hollywood's happening tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I was telling Chloe I got hopefully it's there by the time I get home, but I got one of those Camp Snap cameras that are like, they started out as like being, we've been doing the disposable camera thing in the studio. They're basically like a digital disposable camera. So they mimic the effect of a disposable camera, but it's digital. So you're not, throwing away this camera all the time. They make a Super 8 version of it, and it's supposed to come in today. And I was like, I definitely want to use that in the parks and see how it comes out. And I want to do it at Hollywood Studios because I feel like that's the best place to start using it. I know people are like, you're always at Hollywood Studios. I'm like, it's Hollywood and it's a camera. What would I be doing there?
It's the most easygoing park, and there's still a lot of fun attractions to go and enjoy and dip into. And I don't know, there's
on heavy place like this. Like I know Hollywood Studios has neon, but I wish they would like
ramp
that's
it up
the
a
thing.
little
Like,
bit more.
yeah,
Aren't
like
we getting that though?
Getting what?
I thought in Magic Kingdom.
It's not going to have neon on it though, because the neon, the Cars Land's mimicking the one in the movie, but the one at Magic Kingdom's just going to be like a random
National
forest from
parks.
something.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
from like Planes 2 or something.
Piston Peak.
Yeah.
You did what in your peak?
Yeah, but I always think like it's only on like the front of the park. I'm like, put it in the back. Give us neon everywhere. I want it everywhere. When are we getting our Star Wars makeover? Did you see that they did open Oga's Cantina at Disneyland that's been under refurbishment, and they were like, it's exactly the same. The menu hasn't changed at all. It looks the same in here.
What do they do?
I guess the menu board, the board that's like in the restaurant is different a little bit.
That
but
doesn't take a few weeks.
No, I don't know. I think they were just. I
It was
think
on
there was a
back order.
drainage thing they had to like build or something. But yeah, I thought it was going to be like rethemed a little bit because it's supposed to take place in a different part of the.
I think it didn't need
timeline.
to though, because it can fit anywhere, right?
They said now it's just that it's a newer. This is supposed to take place before Oga's involvement in the crime syndicates. So it's like the beginning of this before it became a whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, so story updated that no one's ever going to know we're here.
Yeah.
Great. A character no one will ever see or meet. Great. That's the other part too. I saw a picture of Olga. She didn't look like what I thought she looked like. In my head, I thought she was B. Arthur. It's not. It's like a lizard. I don't know the name of this creature, but
I'm looking.
she's got like a long. I don't.
Oh,
it couldn't be a walk around.
Ogagara.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. She's a looker.
She is quite. Here we go. If you're on video, you can.
Yeah,
she
she
has
got
sort of an elephant look to her.
What's the guy on? What's the guy in Futurama? Squidward? No,
Squidward.
She's got a little bit of that look to her, but I don't know. I'm excited to see how that all shapes up and turns out in the next couple of weeks. I think it's by the end of April or something like that. So we'll see if we get any of that stuff here. I'm excited but we've got new stuff coming right around the corner. I mean, Toy Story. I've seen the video of people who got to go on Toy Story. So far, I know they're doing cast member previews, and I think they had a media event this weekend. So, some of our friends and stuff were there. But
Buzz's.
But the Space Ranger spin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks really
Very
fun.
Excited. It's like in 2.5 weeks we get to go do that. April 8th.
April 8th, yeah. So that's right around the corner. And then we've got Soarin' over America is heading our way in May. Mm-hmm. So there's things coming. There's something else, too.
The Grogu mission.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Millennium Falcon.
And I can't wait to see. I'm hoping there's other stuff that supports that. Like some new merch, some new food, some fun items. I don't know. Lots to look forward to here at Walt Disney World. Zoidberg, thank you. I knew the chat would get it. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of the Diz Unlimited. Thank you for joining us. I know there wasn't a ton of news, but it is a news and discussion. So this was a fun. I like daydreaming about the ship. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I like doing stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. It's fun to just do I always call it pie in the sky, but it's not. It's blue sky.
Blue sky, yeah.
I like the daydreaming because that's literally what you do as a
dream
Disney
the
fan.
impossible.
Oh, he didn't.
I did.
Well, don't forget about Dreams Unlimited Travel when planning that next Disney vacation. If you like this video and you're watching it on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click that bell button. You'll get notified whenever we upload any sort of content here. If you are listening to this, please rate and review the podcast whenever you have that ability. That helps us out. And you can also reach out to us if you want to send an email, podcast@disunlimited.com. You can tell us other topics for videos you'd like to see, dining reviews that you want to see in the park, things like that. Anything. We're always open to suggestions because we want to cater this content to your wants and needs. But that's going to do it for us right now. Thank you for being here with us, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.